I'm Jeff Hale of J Hale Music. I've been selling Archtop guitars to jazz guitarists around the world since the year 2000. Today I'd like to talk to you about one of my favorite guitars and talk about an entire product line, and that's the Eastman El Rey. Now, all of the El Reys have this type of an appearance, and there's three different models, but let me first tell you what's the same on all of the models. They are all 14 inches across the lower bolts. They have a 2-inch rim. They're always solid wood, all hand carved, which is true with all of the Eastman instruments. They also have this very nice maple binding that goes around the entire body, and then a mahogany inset right here in the cutaway. They all have 25-inch scale. They all have an ebony fingerboard, and they also all have these very innovative markers for the fingerboard that are mounted on the edge of the ebony fingerboard, so they serve as both traditional markers and as side dot markers. Okay, from there, each of the instruments vary. So let's take a look at the three major models. Now, the ER1, this is a bare wood, white wood ER1. We buy a lot of guitars like this from Eastman and configure them, and put some beautiful finish and some nice parts on them. But anyway, back to the model ER1. ER1, all ER1s have a carved spruce top and mahogany back and sides. This one happens to be a 7-string, and of course it also comes in the 6-string model as well. Most of the ER1s have a single pickup in the neck position, but not all. We've ordered some and seen some that have 2 pickups in them. The mahogany, when it's finished, is quite beautiful, and it will look like this when it's done. Beautiful figured mahogany on both the rims and on the back and on the neck. The mahogany back instruments also have a 3-piece mahogany neck. The next model we want to talk about is the ER2. And the ER2 typically has 2 pickups. It also has a spruce top, hand carved, all solid wood. I've purchased some of the ER2s with a single pickup as well. The other distinguishing factor for an ER2 is that it has flame maple back and sides. Otherwise, everything else is the same as I mentioned. Then we have the ER3. The ER3 has a flame maple top, 2-piece maple top, typically 2 pickups, always has the stop style tailpiece in it, and I'll show you one that's finished here in just a second, and mahogany back and sides. Beautiful instrument, and this mahogany, when it's done, will really pop out and look great. So will the maple top. So finished, that guitar would look a lot like this. This one has a gold top on it. You can't see the flame maple, but when they are flame maple, the 2-piece maple top really looks beautiful. And of course, then here's the back done in beautiful mahogany. Here's a completed ER2. Let me get it here for you. Again, this one, the ER2, has the spruce top, maple back and sides, beautiful instrument. Now, there's one other model called an ERO, or ER0, and that's really the same as the ER2, as this one, but instead of having 2 built-in pickups, it has an oval hole in it, and that's why they call it the ERO, and uses a Fishman jazz bridge for a pickup. It's a really great guitar. I don't have one of those here, but it has the traditional maple back and sides and spruce top, just like the ER2. Another thing I'd like to talk to you about with the El Rey is they tend to be just a little bit neck heavy, and you may have heard that. It's not a serious thing, and it's very easy to take care of. But let me show you what that is like. Let's look at this one. And actually, I get a strap on it. You'll see when I sit with it, the neck is just going to drop down. Now I've picked this at worst case. I've got a very slippery nylon strap that I'm using, and there's not much friction between my shirt and the strap. If you use a suede strap, this drop that you see goes away, or at least is diminished quite a bit. The other thing we can do is here at J Hale, we've developed a way to balance these, and every El Rey that we sell is balanced. So let's just try this one. Here's an ER2 that's been balanced. And you'll see that it just stays just as nice as can be, even with this slippery strap. So it's not a big deal, and we can take care of it. If you've got an El Rey and like it balanced, you can send it to us, and we'll take it apart and put the counterweights in it. The only thing we do is we mount some steel weight inside the guitar that's permanently attached to the end block, and balances out very nicely. So that's a short tutorial on the El Reys. Certainly is one of my favorite guitars. When you get done with an El Rey, they weigh less than 6 pounds. They come in about 5.5 pounds. I have quite a few videos on my website and on YouTube where you can hear them play. They have big fat jazz sound. Really a great guitar. With these whitewood guitars, we can put a custom finish on them to make your guitar real special. Also put special tuners and pickups in them, and you can end up with a highly customized guitar. So if you have any questions about El Rey, J Hale Music is the place to call, and we can take care of it. I always say you never can have too many guitars, and if you had one of these El Reys around, I bet you'd be playing it all the time. Thanks, I look forward to hearing from you.